The marble where he steps has a history of embedded power. Failure is not the end, it's feedback, valuable data that others pay fortunes to obtain. Their thoughts are not ideas, they are seeds, because each concept is designed to grow and transform into tangible reality. Important decisions don't sound loud, they just change the course of things. His investments are made in places where others don't yet know there is opportunity. Memory doesn't store names, it stores patterns, because they recognize opportunities that others confuse with coincidences. Money is not a goal, it's a tool, and like any tool, its value lies in the mastery with which it is used. The cold marble under his feet is the same from where empires are built. Their words do not fill spaces, they create realities, because they understand that language is the most powerful tool of construction. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. Their objectives are not ambitions. They are commitments, because they operate with the intensity of those who do not accept alternatives. The private jet is not a luxury, it's high-level logistics. In their homes, silence has its own weight, as if the walls hold the echo of decisions that change the world. They don't study markets, they create them, because they understand that true wealth comes from needs that others haven't seen. Their vacations are investments in disguise. Each destination hides a market they plan to dominate before returning. He does not pay memberships, he is the one who authorizes others to have them. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because each difficulty reveals exactly what capabilities they need to develop. Patience is not waiting, it's preparation. Knowledge is not power, it's responsibility, because each insight generates the moral obligation to act. Luxury does not surround him, it accompanies him without announcing itself. Influence is not bought, it's built, decision by decision, until the world moves to the rhythm of their ideas. There are no Sundays for him, only days with different rhythms. Their libraries do not hold books, they hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. Money is not security, it's freedom. The ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Each person around him is part of a bigger move. Simplicity is not reduction, it's distillation, because the most powerful concepts can be explained in a sentence. Their decisions are not options, they are commitments, because each choice is an act of faith in the future they create. His meetings do not have a public agenda, but their effects are felt in stock markets. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. The walls of his meeting room are shielded with agreements. Every meeting is a move, every greeting an investment. Failure is not defeat, it's education, because each mistake is a lesson that others pay to learn. Small decisions do not reach his desk. Failure does not define them, it refines them. Perfect execution is not a coincidence, it's an obsession, because they understand that small details create huge differences. Their routines are not repetitions, they are refinements, because every day they optimize systems that others don't even know exist. The power he emits is not seen, it's intuited. The helicopter lands just as the contract is about to be signed. The lights in his residence do not illuminate, they highlight authority. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because only those who master complexity can create elegant solutions. The clock in his room has no hands, because in his world time is mental. The car he drives does not make noise, but it clears the way. Their alliances are not partnerships, they are multipliers, because each correct association exponentially amplifies the impact. Leadership is not position, it's influence, the ability to make others see possibilities where they once saw limits. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Contracts are signed on islands where others only go to rest. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. The crystal in his room reflects as much style as discipline. The questions he asks do not have an immediate answer. Each button on his shirt costs more than an average rent. The view from his desk reaches further than any tower. He does not need notifications, everything important is already planned. Gold does not shine as much as the silence he generates when he enters. His windows do not show views, they show domains. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because each small present renunciation becomes future freedom. Legacy is not inheritance, it's momentum, the force that will continue to transform the world long after their departure. Fear does not paralyze them, it informs them, because every calculated risk is a door to unexplored territories. The world sleeps in shifts, but his mind operates in a time zone known only to those who move continents. The sound of his shoes marks the rhythm of a global strategy, because they use the current reality as a platform to leap into the impossible. While others wait for Monday to start, he has already closed 3 deals in what others call the early hours. Their words are not expressions, they are creations, because each phrase materializes abstract ideas into tangible reality. Each meal has a protocol, but it does not lose flavor. Reputation is not image, it's history, built with consistency between what they promise and what they deliver. Their thoughts are not casual, they are intentional. The wind on his terrace sounds different. The plane does not take off until everything is as he expects. The watches he wears do not mark fashion, they mark connection. Ambition is not desire, it's responsibility, because they understand that their ability to create implies the obligation to do so. Resistance is not the enemy, it's a trainer, because each obstacle strengthens exactly the necessary capabilities. There is no noise where he lives, only pure concentration and prolonged vision. Chaos does not disorient them, it energizes them, because they see opportunities where others only perceive problems. The present does not limit them, it propels them. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep separate. The silences in his meetings are more revealing than 1,000 speeches. Speed is not haste, it's efficiency, because they have eliminated everything that does not directly contribute to the goal. Success does not satisfy them, it propels them, because every achievement is evidence that they can achieve much more. Communication is not exchange, it's construction, because every conversation builds bridges towards shared futures. Where others see expenses, he sees positioning. Their words are not sounds, they are codes, because each phrase is designed to program realities in receptive minds. Time is not money, it's opportunity, and every second invested correctly generates exponential returns. The conversations he has are not casual, they are strategies in disguise. Every object in his space has a purpose, nothing is by chance. The scent of expensive incense marks the beginning of his most productive hour. The value of his time is not measured in money, it's measured in access. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep fragmented. Their signatures don't adorn contracts, they sculpt futures, and each stroke redefines what it means to be inevitable. The gift he gives does not cost much, but it has more meaning than jewels. Learning is not a process, it's a state, because they maintain active curiosity that turns every experience into knowledge. Their thoughts are not private, they are prototypes, drafts of futures that others will experience as destiny. Pressure does not break them, it strengthens them, like metal that is tempered under conditions that would destroy ordinary materials. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result. Knowledge is not advantage, it's leverage, and they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. The doors he opens do not have standard locks. The walls of his office have acoustic and strategic insulation. Loneliness is not a price they pay. It is the space they need to hear the sound of empires growing. The art on his walls doesn't decorate, it communicates silent power. Power is not strength, it's influence, the ability to create conditions where others spontaneously make the right decisions. Quality is not an option, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. The chair where he sits was made to support those who move the board. Their emotions do not control them, they inform them. The restaurant he frequents does not appear on Google Maps. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. Failure is not the end, it's information, Valuable data on what to adjust so that the next iteration is perfect.